There are 4 main stages in the procurement process for a public-private partnership, or PPP. Let's look at a simple example. Rivertopia needs to upgrade its waste management system. The central ferry terminal is becoming a nuisance due to all the waste. After conducting a market-sounding exercise, the government of Rivertopia has determined that there is sufficient interest from various companies, including solutions to remove, process, and sell the trash to the residents of nearby cities for art installations, fertilizer, cooking oil, or power generation, depending on the type of waste. The companies claim they can do this at a fraction of the cost paid to the waste management workers. So how should the government go about exploring this solution? In the first stage, the government of Rivertopia must decide whether they would like to move forward with the project as a public-private partnership or a more traditional design-bid-build or design-build project. After determining the project is viable and can initially move forward as a PPP in Stage 2, the government begins to prepare the project documents and procurement approach for tender. For the third stage, the government must come up with a procurement strategy for the tender, issue a tender, and make an award. The fourth stage, contract execution and management, occurs following the award and during implementation of the project. Now let's focus in more detail on Stage 3, implementation of the tender and award. There are many different approaches to tendering, including two-stage tendering and competitive negotiations. Two-stage or two-envelope tender is the most common process, which involves a request for qualifications, also known as an RFQ, followed by request for proposals, also known as an RFP. This allows for the government in the RFQ phase to pre-screen qualifications, past performance, and financial wherewithal of potential bidding teams. Based on responses to the RFQ, the government can make a short list of the companies that rank the highest. The short list is then allowed to proceed for the RFP and may typically include a list of 3 to 5 teams. Following the RFQ and shortlisting is the RFP phase. Generally, the 3 parts to the RFP phase would be 1. Developing draft RFP and contract documents. This should include industry outreach and input to ensure interest in the procurement. 2. Issuing the RFP for preparation during a bid period, where questions are asked and addendums issued. 3. Bid submissions, evaluation, selection, and award. The evaluation process is a critical component of the tender process, and the government needs the ability to conduct a life cycle cost analysis for all the components of the project over the term of the PPP. Thank you for watching. Learn more about PPPs and explore the other resources on our PPP webpage at cldp.doc.gov/PPP.